Many different parts of your car need to cooperate with one another in order for it to run smoothly. Among these minor yet crucial components is the tensioner pulley. You may start having problems as soon as you observe some of the signs of a malfunctioning tensioner pulley. In modern cars, the serpentine belt and tensioner pulley are connected. No matter what kind of car you drive, the design will always be the same. This pulley is necessary to make sure the belt has adequate tension as it revolves around the different accessories it drives. The serpentine belt will weave itself in and out of the crankshaft, water pump, alternator, and air conditioning components. The tensioner pulley keeps the belt or chain under the proper amount of pressure. In order to maintain the belt's necessary motion, tension must be created. There is frequently an internal hub and bearing within the pulley. The pulley's internal bearing usually fails first. A bolt is used to mount this bearing on the tensioner. The tensioner can pivot in this design to produce the right amount of tension. This video delves deeper into the signs of a malfunctioning tensioner pulley. We also discuss this device's replacement cost and functionality. It's the Car Problems YouTube channel. Subscribe and let's get started. Strange noises. Usually, the noise is the first indication that something is wrong with the tensioner pulley. The belts will begin to squeak or chirp as the tensioner becomes more loose. When the engine is first started, this sound might be the most audible. It can get really annoying and is one of the most common complaints from drivers. When a pulley or bearing wears completely out, the noise will usually change. What's even more concerning at this point is that the pulley may begin to grind. Burnt smell. The serpentine belt will loosen and start to slip on the accessory pulleys if the tensioner pulley is damaged and cannot tension the belt correctly. While driving, this may cause your car to smell like burning rubber. It is imperative that you inspect the belt and tensioner pulley as soon as possible if you smell burnt. Excessive belt wear. You may begin to experience problems with the belt itself if the drive belt tensioner or pulley begins to malfunction. It's possible that the belt has some unusual or excessive wear. A tensioner failure may also indicate problems with the pulley. The belt edges may begin to fray as a result. In the worst situation, you might have to deal with a broken belt, which is never good. Ideally, the pulley will be changed before things get this bad. Failing accessories. The pulley and tensioner hold the belt in place. This belt powers several accessories at once. This belt powers the alternator, water pump, and AC compressor in the majority of cars. The power to these components fails if the belt breaks or comes loose. These add-ons will stop working, and you may start to experience odd problems. There's a chance the engine will overheat, the alternator will stop charging, and the air conditioning will stop working. The cost of repairs will be higher if a broken belt is the result of a malfunctioning pulley or tensioner. You'll need to replace the pulley in addition to the belt and any other damaged components. Physical damage. If you have a mechanical bent, you can physically examine the tensioner pulley to determine the issue. You ought to be able to turn the pulley by hand after removing the drive belt. If you try to turn the pulley and it feels noisy, rough, or resistant, there may be a problem with the internal bearings. If the tensioner pulley is examined more closely, chips, dents, or cracks may be seen. This isn't typical since the surface of the new pulley should be smooth. You want to make sure that there are no particles or debris visible inside any grooved areas. There should be no disparities between the high points that could cause issues. Instead, they should all be equal. Finding the problem with something is not always as simple as doing a physical inspection. Rather, it should only be used to rigorously validate your presumptions based on the other symptoms we've discussed. Furthermore, unless you know what you're looking at, you shouldn't start fiddling around under the hood to conduct an inspection or replacement. Replacement cost. It may cost you on average between $100 and $400 to replace the tensioner pulley. The labor could cost an extra $50 to $150, but your parts might only cost $50 to $250. If you are handy with repairs, you may be able to replace it in your home garage and save money on labor. Driving while using a damaged tensioner pulley is not advised. When its life is coming to an end, it won't function any longer. Seeking immediate mechanical attention is essential to avoid damaging the engine or accessories in the event of additional damage. In the process of replacement, you also have a few choices. While replacing the pulley bearings can be just as labor-intensive, some people advise doing so. Furthermore, some mechanics think that changing the tensioner system is the best course of action. The theory goes that the tensioner may have worn down as a result of the defective pulley. This would be the best course of action if you wanted to be safe, but it will increase the cost of repairs. Instead of wondering what happened when the pulley went bad, you will know that the tensioner is in good condition. Hope the information was helpful for you. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.